Hello and welcome to Gent Speak. I am your AI-generated announcer, Cody. James and I are glad that you could join us today. Gent Speak is a podcast that covers several different subjects, and as always, feedback is a plus. If you would like to be a guest on the podcast or have a subject for a show, just let us know by going to gentspeak.com and clicking on Contact in the menu. We will get in touch with you as soon as we can. And remember, November 19th is International Men's Day. Now, with that said, and without further ado, here is James.
Thank you, Cody. As always, good to hear your voice. Welcome to Gent Speak. This is episode number 4. I'm your host, James, and I'm going to do a couple of things different this time. One, as you can see, my background. I would say that would be the office of my dreams if I had the funds. And so I thought I'd put it as my background, a little less boring than just my bedroom to look at. So that'll probably be a permanent thing. The other one is I think I'm seeing the first signs of old age, and so I now have cue cards to help me with the remembering what I wanted to say. So, with that said, got some things on my mind. Let's get started. Number one thing is I have been watching a lot of YouTube. I've actually haven't watched regular TV for over a year now. YouTube's pretty darn entertaining. And I've got to know some of the channels. So I thought I'd give you a few to look at if you would like, and I'll put the links in the comments as well. So for anybody that knows me, knows that I love it when scammers get what they deserve. And so I've been watching these 3 channels on YouTube. One is called Pleasant Green, and he'll go along with it and he'll waste their time. He's also pretty funny. He's the one where I heard the fake names of Ben, first name Ben, last name Dover, and first name Al, last name Be Back. So that's pretty good. It's fun to listen, and he gives people the names and they fall for it. So yeah, Pleasant Green. If you just go to YouTube and search Pleasant Green, and again, I'll put all the links in the comments as well. The other one is Scammer Payback, and I actually started watching him first, and that's how I found Pleasant Green. Scammer Payback, the guy's name is Pierogi, and he uses a voice changer as a little old lady, and it's fun to watch him drive those guys crazy as he's trying to type the URL in and so on and so forth, and yeah, so that's pretty funny to watch. I love it when he gets on there and deletes people's full files and stuff. The other one is Scammer Revolts. Same thing. I just started watching him, but he gets on there and deletes files and then uploads a bunch of pictures of his dog, which is pretty funny. So yeah, seemed like a great group of guys. Fun to watch. If I ever had the chance to meet any of them, I would. Having my own tech company, I mean, I'm nowhere near what they could do, but I would think it would be fun to help them out or meet them at least and spend a day with them and get a good laugh at them scamming people, scamming the scammers, not scamming people, but scamming the scammers. So I'll put a link in the comments below to their YouTube pages. Um, Second thing is I was thinking over this time, there's some things that have just been kind of bugging me. And so I'm going to just say it. So it's called Grind My Gears. You want to know what grinds my gears? Well, so we just went through an election cycle, and um, yeah, like everybody else, I'm so glad it's over. I'm get tired of all the ads and everybody, you know, um, what do you call putting people down, whatever. I mean, some of those ads are just horrible, but yeah. Um, Anyway, I'm glad the election cycle is over. But what I kept noticing and still is going on, and it just bugs me, is everything is a threat to our democracy. This person's a threat to our democracy. That person's a threat to our democracy. This person, one person doing this is a threat to our democracy. That's a threat to our democracy. This is a threat to our democracy. Well, y'all are stupid, okay? Not you, not the listeners, but the reporters and even the politicians. Because here's the deal, and this is just basic learning it in school, at least I did anyway. So hold on to your hats. The United States is not a democracy. It is a constitutional republic. There is no threat to our democracy because we don't have a democracy. Mob rule is not the way it works. And I just can't believe even senators, congressmen, oh, this is a threat to our democracy. We don't have a democracy. So they wonder why we don't trust them. Yeah, that would be why, because they're idiots, all of them. And I don't care what side of the aisle. The old joke is, uh, how do you know when a politician is lying? Their lips are moving. And I'm talking true politicians. I'm not talking somebody who runs for Congress or runs for president or runs for whatever, who I frankly think if they weren't a politician before would be better because they're not corrupt, to be honest with you. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, either way, we don't have a democracy. The United States is not a democracy. So there, I got it off my chest. The other thing is this whole situation with cops and so on and so forth. Okay, listen. There's bad groups or there's bad apples in every group. No, not all cops are good. Not all cops are bad. Do I think that law enforcement is a necessary evil? Yeah. Just live in a state like mine that defunded the police and you'll figure it out real fast. Anyway, but here's my axe to grind. So listen up. And this is for all the people out there that hate cops just because they're cops. If you hate cops just because they're cops, then the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead. And be sure to let Cody and I know. We would love to know how that turns out. There you go. That's my tip. So, okay. Got that off of my chest. I am ready to go. So, did have, and speaking of criminals and cops, so I ordered from Walmart today and they have their own delivery service. How do I know this? Because I deliver for them. And I thought, ooh, I wonder what the other side of it's like. So I ordered from them and the little app told me when the guy was here and so on and so forth. And I get the picture of the package by the door. As I'm opening, when I opened the door, he had picked it up and was walking back to his car. And I was like, hey, oh, he says, oh, is this yours? No. And I thought, I think he was trying to pull the ones that the UPS drivers get caught. Some of the UPS drivers get caught doing is they'll put the package down, take a picture of it, mark it delivered, then pick it up and take it. So yeah, he was seemed a little nervous, like, oh, this is yours? Okay. And I'm like, yeah, it is, So, oh, my light got, I think that, there we go. So anyway, yeah. Um, I was like, caught you, buddy. All right. Got a good dad joke. So most of you know that, all of you, maybe most of you, probably heard it before that I am a crematory operator, and I've been working in the death business for almost 20 years. And I thought I'd heard all the jokes, but I actually heard one the other day that I got to share with you. It's even I think it's funny. So here's my dad joke for the podcast. It says, I have a prepaid cremation plan. It's a really good deal because if I die in a fire, I get half my money back. Which I think, thank you. Thanks. Thanks. I'll be here all week, folks. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so if I die in a fire, I get half my money back. Good to know. Think I'll have to sign up for that one right away. All right. The other thing I was wanting to do was start a new segment called Headlines Around the World, and I actually went and found some, which some of them are pretty funny. Um, so I think that would be a good segment. So we're going to start off with this one from Britain or the UK. The headline says Princess Diana alive hours before she died. Yeah, aren't most people? Most people are alive before they die. I, okay. The other one was Tiger Woods plays with own balls, Nike says. Yeah, they might have wanted to specify golf balls. And if he was playing with his balls, well, what was Nike doing watching, right? Okay. Barbershop singers bring joy to school for the deaf. Well, I guess you could say that those students have definitely never heard those songs before, right? Yeah. And this next one says, "Woman missing since she got lost." Yeah, that's usually how it works. You're not missing until you're lost, right? So, okay. I didn't read any of these stories. I should probably read some of them, but just the headlines alone. If they're looking for a way to grab your attention, they certainly did that, right? Okay. This one was quite interesting, and no, I didn't read it because the headline alone pissed me off. It's pretty bad actually, but um, headline says men are inanimate objects, only existing for her financial pleasure. Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, that's pretty much true in most situations. That's pretty much the way we're viewed. But could you imagine if it was reversed and it said that women are inanimate objects only for men's whatever? Do you know what the outrage there would be over that? But yet they can print this and nobody says a word. Yeah, this one pissed me off. It should piss any guy off. Okay, next one. And this one. So, man kills himself and runs away. Hmm, that's pretty talented. He killed himself and then he ran away. That one would be interesting to see, I must admit. Okay, and last but not least, homicide victims rarely talk to police. Homicide victims rarely talk to police. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, a homicide victim rarely talks to police. I wouldn't talk to him. Yeah, anyway, I don't, you gotta wonder if, you gotta wonder what they're thinking when they write these. Do they not proofread? And then I actually forgot to write one down, but I remember it. The other one was Mississippi literacy improves. The problem is Mississippi was misspelled in the headline. So, um, but their literacy improved. They can't spell Mississippi, but their literacy improved. Um, so, yeah, that's convincing, right? uh, So anyway, yeah, headlines around the world. Those are some of them are pretty good. And if you guys have any want to write in, put them in the comments or whatever, that would be cool. Um, I hope you all had a good Christmas and all had a good New Year. Um, it's January 12th already. This month is going fast, and we wonder why last year went so fast. It's already halfway through almost this month. Um, just started my taxes. I hate taxes, but um, you know, the old every year burden to do. So I actually use a program called Tax Act. I've been using it for years. So if you're into doing your own taxes, it's taxact.com. It's pretty easy. I do the download. I know they're not a sponsor, but I thought I'd just let you know if you wanted to do it. And speaking of, the other thing I was thinking of is I want to start mentioning products and services that I use. So if you guys are looking for any of them, you know, you can get, I, I'll let you know, and you might use them, might not. I know it doesn't look like it, but razors are getting so expensive these days. And so I go through a thing called Harry's. It's harrys.com where you get good price on razors, and they get delivered right to your house. You can get shaving cream, all kinds of stuff. Again, no, they're not a sponsor. They probably don't even know this podcast exists, but I thought I'd mention them. I use them. I know it doesn't look like it because I haven't shaved yet today, but I'll be shaving tomorrow morning because I have to return back to work. So the other thing, one other thing too, is I've had an interesting week. I've actually had two people from my past contact me again. So apparently I've got a few more followers than I thought. One was Jared. So hello, Jared, if you're listening, which I think you are because you said you would or whatever. But anyway, um, yeah, we were talking. It's funny. He messaged me and we're like, I know we've talked before, but neither one of us could remember from where, if it was Zoom or whatever. So anyway, yeah. So hi to you, Jared, and good to be chatting with you again. Um, the other one would be Thomas in New York, and I actually talked to him. Wow, it's probably been 3 or 4 years, and just like Jared, he just popped up again. So yeah, I said hello. Or he said hello first, and I replied. I'm really bad. I mean, people think that I ignore them. I really don't. Um, I just got a lot going on, and just trying to go day by day, um, rebuild my life. So, speaking of which, my class started again this Tuesday, and I was really happy. I missed it. We had a Christmas break, and it seemed really long. Uh, so I was glad to get back to class and get back into a routine again. Um, the holidays were for me this year. So yeah, there was something else I wanted to talk about. What was it? See, that's why I need cue cards. And then now I don't have cue cards for, oh, yes. I should have made a cue card. So I did an experiment. I'm gonna have to find it here. Um, I recorded, so not too long ago, my friend told me that I was talking up a storm in my sleep. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. So I wanted to see what I was talking about. And so I have an MP3 player that's voice activated. And so I set it up while I was sleeping, and just to see, there was a lot of snoring. And I hate snoring, but I hate that I snore actually. But I set it up, and so I had to edit it after getting through all the snoring um, and all that. It actually, I didn't really say much. I thought I would say more, but maybe I'll do it again and maybe I will. But this time I didn't really say much. It went from 6.5 or 7 hours of sleep down to like 20 seconds. But I'm going to go ahead and play it for you, and then I'll let you know what I said. Yep, I screwed up. They did come walkie-talkie. Oh, that's true. Mm-hmm. I know. Mm-hmm. For a fee. Oh yeah, I know what those are. Okay, so by the way, that alarm at the end was my alarm to wake up. Um, so I said something about I screwed up, which that's not a surprise. I do that all the time. And then for a fee, I have no idea what that was about. And something, I don't know what I said before, and then walkie-talkie, and then I know what those are. Um, there was a couple of like sighs, like of relief or whatever. Um, yeah, so not a clue. I'm gonna do it again to see because I'm curious if any of it would correlate with what I could remember. This case, not at all. But it's kind of interesting to know that you talk in your sleep. The other thing I would like to do, and I'm trying to figure out a way to do it, is I would like, because every once in a while I'll be out and about and I'll just randomly buy a homeless person something to eat because I know they're hungry. I've been there, to be honest with you. And, I can't do a lot, but give them something to eat. Nobody wants to go hungry. But I would like to talk to them and interview, not interview them, but just have a conversation and record it, get to know them as people. So I think that would be interesting to do and then share it so that everybody can see, that because to me they're still human. I can't be mean to homeless people. I've never been that type of person. Um, so I got to figure out the legalities. I guess they some states you have to tell them they're being recorded, but then if you tell them, then they're going to put on the front. I want the real person, the real situation, you know. And yes, if I was independently wealthy like Elon Musk, I would do something to help him. But I will tell you this: I have worked with homeless before, and there are homeless people that are there because of circumstances beyond their control. And then there's actually, and I hate to say this, but there's some people that are there and they want to be there. You know, you can only help somebody who wants to be helped. And that's where I would like, if I had the money and time and stuff, and I would like to do, um, because I was one of those that didn't ask for the situation and took advantage of any help I got, and I have thanked those who helped me. To this day I still do. So yeah, but I would like to get to know them. First thing I do though is I always ask them their name, which is kind of interesting. It surprises them because you ask them their name and it's like it puts a human spin on it. You know what I mean? They're not just hey you or hey buddy or hey lady. It's personal. You ask them their name and it it gives it a more of a human touch, I guess you would say. Um, so yeah. But anyway, kind of a boring show tonight. Um, that's about all I have for right now. I will put those links the comments below. Leave a comment if you've got any good YouTube channels to watch. Again, if you want to be a guest on the show, go to gentspeak.com and click on the contact and let us know. Or if you have an idea for a show, um, I really want to get this going. I think this could be fun and could be a good fun place for men to just be men, dudes, gents, whatever. Um, and guests are always welcome. So it's not just me blabbering on. Um, but anyway, yeah. And leave your comments below about the show if you would like. We always enjoy feedback, Cody and I. AI Cody and I. Anyway, yeah. So have a good evening. Have a good week. Today is, of course, Sunday, January 12th. So I get to get ready for work tomorrow. Peace out.